How do you feel about a feel-good story where the innocent black man spends 23 years in prison for murders he did not commit, but the prosecutor has to surrender their license after framing him? Feel-good story, right? Can't do that to anybody else. Former Kansas prosecutor surrenders law license after framing innocent black man. All right. And he spent 23 years in prison for murders he did not commit. A longtime Kansas prosecutor. A longtime prosecutor, so you know that happened a lot. For sure. Who retired, amid a federal corruption probe last year, has surrendered her law license following the discovery that she framed an innocent black man, leading to his 23-year incarceration for a murder he did not commit. Think about that, folks. Terra Morehead, don't get me started, who was known for bending the rules when she served as a Wyandotte County prosecutor in 1994 when Lamont McIntyre was convicted, reached a deal with the Kansas Board of Discipline of Attorneys on April 16th to surrender her license to practice law in the state after she resigned from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Kansas last August. Terra Morehead. What a scumbag, in my opinion. What a dirty, crappy, hideous prosecutor. Morehead is expected to be disbarred by the Kansas Supreme Court as court documents indicated her involvement in assisting Kansas City, Kansas Police Detective Roger Golubski. Golubski. Think about this. Roger Golubski sent McIntyre to prison for more than 2 decades after the boy's mother refused to continue having sex with him. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is what the story is about. Roger Golubski and Morehead framed this young man because Roger Golubski couldn't get his freak on with McIntyre's mom. Detective Golubski faces life in prison when he stands trial later this year for allegedly violating the civil rights of several other black women who claim he coerced them into having sex with them by threatening their arrest of their family members, like he'd allegedly done in McIntyre's case. McIntyre was 17 years old when he was convicted in connection with a 1994 double homicide, even though he had a solid alibi and no physical evidence that linked him to the murder. This is America. Prosecutors and Golubskis everywhere. They're everywhere. Even today, this is 1994 we're talking about, but they're still doing it. On April 15, 1994, Donald Ewing and Donald Quinn were shot while sitting in a parked car about a mile from McIntyre's home, but he didn't know the victims. Morehead was fully aware that it was a setup by Golubski and won the conviction based on bogus testimony by Nico Quinn, who later claimed she was coerced to lie by Morehead. There you go. Morehead, Terra. Terra Morehead coerced this woman to lie, allegedly, threatened to imprison her and place her children in state custody if she refused to pin the double slaying on McIntyre. Think about this, you guys. Morehead just had to surrender her law license. Yay, I'm surrendering it. In another unexpected twist following the trial, it was relieved that Morehead also failed to disclose the conflict of interest after a previous romance with the judge in the case. Leading to an uproar to overturn the conviction. Please overturn the conviction. We know McIntyre's innocent. He spent 23 years. Nah, let's don't overturn it. McIntyre maintained his innocence while relatives became consumed with the case, filing countless appeals, motions, and petitions throughout his incarceration. Years and years and years. Think about this. Terra and the judge be getting it on, allegedly. Golubski's out there violating all these women all the time. As rampant misconduct came to light, McIntyre was released in 2017 after serving 23 years of a life sentence. At the time, Wyandotte County District Attorney Mark Dupree admitted in court that McIntyre's conviction was clear injustice. Oh, it's so clear. Okay, the Wyandotte County District Attorney Mark Dupree. I admit it. It was a clear injustice. We have really smart people working at the DA. Okay, he led the case being dismissed. Thanks, finally, Dupree. Get around to it there, buddy. McIntyre later sued Wyandotte for the wrongful conviction. Conviction was awarded $12.5 million. That's not nearly enough. Kansas City Board 2022. Not nearly enough. Morehead stepped down last year after she became the focus of the U.S. Department of Justice investigation into the case. Although the government has not announced any new developments, there is potential for Morehead to face federal civil claim in the matter. Oh, Morehead, Terra, I hope you watch this, Terra Morehead. We're going to make your name on the cover of this Bad Apple Report because you're the worst bad apple in the history of America. That's right. And you and Golubsky, you know where you're going in the end. McIntyre's conviction helped propel Morehead's career, captivating her from the Winnebago County DA's office to the U.S. Attorney's office in Kansas City. Although she later faced accusations of ethical misconduct, and was taken off criminal cases in 2021. She's been on criminal cases for decades. So many people's lives ruined because of Terra Morehead and Golubsky and this stupid judge. On March 25th, the Kansas Supreme Court requests the court skip formality of 2 preliminary hearings in April and May because Morehead already agreed to surrender her license. I'm going to go ahead and give it up. As the disciplinary board put pressure on the high court to immediately seize her license. Hello? The court is now expecting to issue a formal disbarment against Morehead. How about we put her on the national news, people? No? Well, friends of the Bad Apple Report, just please share this particular edition. She's a scumbag, in my opinion, and she's getting away with it. Still, she loses her license. This guy has lost his life. Okay. Court expected blah, blah, blah. Golubsky, a 35-year law enforcement veteran, was arrested by federal agents in 2022. Whoa, Golubsky. What a schlub. They should call him Schlubsky. And charged with 6 civil rights crimes as shocking new evidence emerged following McIntyre's conviction. Federal prosecutors claim Golubsky raped 2 women and may have assaulted as many as 70 victims between 1998 and 2002. Far more than 70. In my estimation, I would say 570 minimum, under threat of blackmail, leaving many women feeling they had no choice but to comply with his demands. It wouldn't just be these women, it would be these women's children, in my opinion. I'm just put 2 and 2 together. That's what these type of people do. These are cops. These are prosecutors, and these are judges. Oh. McIntyre's mother, Rose McIntyre, was also a victim of Golubsky's alleged abuse of power. She said the first crossed paths with Golubsky in the 1980s when he pulled her and then boyfriend on a concocted pretext to take advantage of them. Pulled him over on a concocted pretext. There you go. Later, Golubsky invited the woman to discuss the matter in his office, where he allegedly forced her to perform him, and he would arrest her boyfriend, or he would arrest her boyfriend. There you have it. Golubsky. He had been doing it for years before her. She wasn't the first. After the encounter, Golubsky wanted to continue the sexual relationship for long term, so Rose moved and changed her number to escape the detective's advances. Goodness, what a life. This guy has destroyed this family's life forever. Feeling rebuffed, Golubsky retaliated and falsely implicated her son in the double murder, authorities allege. Additionally, he is accused of protecting a Kansas City drug dealer involved in a sex trafficking operation with underage girls, according to reports. There's your cop, folks, your bad apple. Okay, you know why I always say all cops are the same? Because I hope there's some good cops that watch this and go, is he right? Are we all the same? I don't know. Do you know a Golubsky never said anything about it? Do you have a hunch? You guys are so good with your hunches. Golubsky used his badge to protect the guilty, frame the innocent, and serve his personal agenda, whether it was carrying out a vendetta or protecting the drug dealers who paid him, attorneys said for McIntyre in 2022. McIntyre expressed satisfaction with Morehead surrendering her license. Well, I'm satisfied she surrendered her license. Okay, he actually said, when I was in my trial, she gave me a look, and I always see this look. Terra Morehead, in my opinion, is like a lizard person and a demon. She's such a devil, in my opinion. She gave this guy a look when she knew she was going to ruin his life on purpose. Ha ha ha! Evil ass, evil government thug. So he says, when I was in my trial, she gave me a look, and I always see this look. She didn't know me, and I didn't know her, but this was my first time seeing her, and when she would give me this look. He told blah, blah, blah. Now I'm at place where I don't see this no more. This is closure for me because I can't do that, because she can't do that to nobody else. This man spent decades with that haunting look of Terra Morehead. Oh, Terra. Terra Morehead, you're an absolute awful American. All of good America, every good America, every good American, every good person is absolutely against you. You're terrible. Absolutely horrible. Wow, I'm going to need a Snickers after reading that, even thinking about old Morehead. Golubsky's sitting in prison. Morehead should be in prison. Could you imagine being her neighbor, looking over at her? She's dangerous, in my opinion. People like that are the worst in society.